Hello friends, welcome to Shiksharthi. In this video, we'll be discussing question number 1 along with its subparts of exercise 8.2 on trigonometry. So let's start. Question number 1 says evaluate the following. So talking about the first subpart, now we will talk about all possible ways of solving this question. So it is not, as we are discussing in other videos also, that there is not only a specific way, there are other ways also of solving the same question. So first we will solve it by the basic way. The basic way is using the values of these trigonometric ratios. So let us say this is the first way in which we will be solving. So we know that sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Substitute the value of cos 30 degrees as 1 by, can we say, okay, sine 60 is, now cos 30, they are the same. So can I say this will also be root 3 by 2 plus cos 60, which is 1 by 2, and sine 30, which is 1 by 2. So in this case, you get the answer as, let's say this is root 3 into root 3 is 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4, which gives me the answer as 1. That means the answer to this question is 1. This is one way of doing it, wherein you are using the values of the trigonometric ratios to solve this question. So talking about the second way. The second way is, now we know that from the PBH rule, so if you have watched my earlier videos, basically the theoretical videos, so we know that in a right angle triangle, if angle B is equal to 90 degrees and the remaining angle A and C, so let's say here angle D is equal to 90 degrees and the remaining angle A and C, the sum of these angles is equal to 90 degrees. In this case, what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to understand that sine A becomes equal to cos C, right? Cos A becomes equal to sine C, and so on. Sine C becomes equal to cos A. So these are few interpretations that you can use. So coming back, so now what are we supposed to do? Can I say in a right angle triangle, sine 60 is equal to cos 30? So we are saying basically this is cos 30 into cos 30, which is cos square 30, plus, now we know that cos 60 is sine 30. So sine 30 into sine 30 is sine square 30. So we can now convert this question into a trigonometric identity. So we know that sine square C plus cos square C is equal to a 1. So directly we could have said this is equal to a 1. The third way here is, which is an independent way, and which is, you can say is a cure. This question is this way is a kind of a cure for all kind of questions on trigonometry. And what is that? Just use PBH. So PBH here means if I have taken a right angle triangle, this is the right angle triangle that I have taken. Now I know that, so this is just like saying sine A cos C, sine A cos C. So we know that sine A can be written as perpendicular upon hypotenuse, which is nothing but base upon hypotenuse, into cos C, which is again base upon hypotenuse. And thereafter you can substitute the remaining values as P by H into P by H. Once you do this, you are able to establish this trigonometric identity as well, because this is what I had explained when I had established this trigonometric identity. So this you can say is nothing but P square plus B square upon H square, which is just like saying H square upon H square, which is equal to 1. So you can solve this question in one among these three ways in which we have talked about. So maybe I would advocate this, but if you want to use the values of the trigonometric ratios, you can use the values as well, given the fact that you need to know the values of the trigonometric ratios in advance. Right? Let's move on to the second subpart. So the second subpart asks you to calculate the value of these trigonometric ratios along with the mathematical operators in between. Right? So let's talk about how to solve this question. One way in any case, is you can always substitute the values. So let's now break it down to two ways. So first way is, let me just substitute the values. How much is tan 45? 1. Tan square 45, again it will be 1. So this is 2 plus, how much is cos square 30? Cos 30 is sin 60. So either I can directly say sin squared 60 minus sin squared 60 is equal to a 0. So I get the value as 2, or I substitute the values to get the answer. So which is just like saying 2 plus, now cos square 60 is just like saying root 3 by 2 whole square minus root 3 by 2 whole square. In any case, you cancel this out and you get the answer as 2. Right? You can solve it in this way. So we have used two. One is we have used the complementary rule. Complementary rule is sin theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta, or cos theta is equal to sin 90 minus theta. And we know in the first quadrant all the trigonometric ratios are positive. Okay, let's move on to the third part. So in the third subpart, they are asking you to evaluate this. So they are asking you to calculate the value of these trigonometric ratios along with the help of the mathematical operators or division and addition what they have given to you. So just substituting the values, can I say cos 45 is 1 by root 2? Yes. How much is sec 30 degrees? Sec 30 is just like saying, let's first find out how much is cos 30. So cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Just the reciprocal of that is 2 by root 3. Plus cosec 30. So how much is sin 30? Sin 30 is 1 by 2, just the reciprocal of that. So now, can I say this is nothing but 1 divided by 2 root 2? Now this 2 I can take it as common. So further I can say root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3. So now I have a numerator, denominator further divided by a denominator, so that goes in the numerator, which is just like saying this. Now after this, can I finally write it like this? So there is a choice here now. Either I leave the answer as it is, or I should know how to rationalize the denominator. So now when I have to rationalize the denominator, I know that this expression which I have written on the right hand side, this can be further written as we just need to multiply root 2 with this. Root 2 into root 3 is under root of 2 into 3, which is root 6, and root 2 into 1 is root 2. So once you have done this, now how do I rationalize the denominator? You just multiply the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of this surd. I hope you are aware of this. You have done numbers. This is a surd. So you multiply it by its conjugate. Now when you multiply it by its conjugate, can I say this is finally, this can be written as root 3 by 2 into root 6 minus root 2 divided by root 6 whole square minus root 2 whole square. How much is root 6 whole square? 6. How much is root 2 whole square? 2. How much is 6 minus 2? 4. So can I further write it like this is root 3 divided by 8 times of root 6 minus root 2. So now again it is your choice. You can leave the answer as it is. But now you know that in any case you had multiplied. We had multiplied it by a root 2. Now root 2 can be taken out, which is just like saying this can be written as root 6 by 8. And here we can write it like root 3 minus 1. Let's see whether we did it correctly or not. So root 3 divided by 2 root 2. Now this 2 root 2, either I could have written it as it is. I multiplied it here. So now this becomes what? Root 3 divided by 2, root 6 plus root 2. We multiply it by its conjugate. When we do this, ultimately what are we getting? We are getting root 3 by 2 into this. Then this expression can be written as what? This root 6 whole square minus root 2 whole square can be written as 6 minus 2, which is 4. Now 4 into 2 is 8. So either I leave the answer as it is like this, or what I can do after this is I can take root 2 as common. So in that case, if I take root 2 as common, this can be further written like this. right? Let's move on to the next question, which is the next subpart 4. So talking about the fourth subpart. Now in the fourth subpart, how many trigonometric ratios have they given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? And then various mathematical operators in between. So you have a plus, minus, division, plus, minus. So it is the numerator upon the denominator. Let us quickly substitute the value. So can I say sine 30 degrees is half, tan 45 degrees is 1, minus cosec 60 is just like saying reciprocal of sine 60. How much is sine 60? Root 3 by 2. So can I say this can be written as 2 by root 3? Yes. Finally, now denominator. How much is cos 30? Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Reciprocal of that 2 by root 3. Cos 60 1 by 2 plus 1. So this eventually I can write it as this is 3 by 2 minus 2 by root 3 divided by 3 by 2 plus 2 by root 3. Now there are many ways of doing this, but I would suggest that remove the denominator. So once you are able to write this as this is 3 root 3 minus 4 divided by 3 root 3 plus 4. Now after this, as we had done in the other question also, we can rationalize the denominator. So in that case, what are we saying? We are saying multiply the numerator and the denominator by 3 root 3 minus 4. So in that case, I am saving the number of steps here. So I can say this is 3 root 3 minus 4 whole square divided by 3 root 3 whole square minus 4 square. How much is 3 root 3 whole square? 3 square is 9, root 3 whole square is 3. So 3 into 9 is 27 minus 16 is 11. How much is 3 root 3 whole square? So we can use the formula of a minus b whole square. So which is just like saying this is 27. Right? Minus 4 into 3 into 2 minus 24 root 3 plus 16. So can I say finally the answer is 43 minus 24 root 3 divided by 11? Right? Check for the answer. So the answer is finally, can I say 43 minus 24 root 3 divided by 11? Apparently I see that there is no mistake that has been done here. So let's move on to the next subpart, which is the final subpart, 5th. So question number 5 talks about you need to evaluate the value of this, which is 5 cos square 60 plus 4 sec square 30 minus tan square 45 divided by sin square 30 degrees plus cos square 30 degrees. So as discussed, you can use two things together in this question. What are those two things? You can use the complementary angle theorem, and the second is you can just use the values of the trigonometric ratios. Okay, so we know that, or we can use the identity as well. So sin square 30 plus cos square 30 is equal to a 1. So I can directly write this thing as this is 5 cos square 60 plus 4 sec square 30 degrees minus tan square 45 degrees. Why? Because this value is equal to a 1. Now once you have written this, now you can just substitute the values. So how much is cos 60? Cos 60 is half, so half whole square becomes 1 by 4. Now plus 4 times of how much is cos 30? Cos 30 is sin 60, which is root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2, and you need to take what? You need to take the reciprocal of root 3 by 2, which is 2 by root 3. So you'll say this is nothing but 2 by root 3 whole square minus tan square 45, which is a 1. So can I say this is nothing but 5 by 4 into this becomes how much? 4 by 3, which becomes, plus, so this becomes 4 by 3 when I do 2 by root 3 whole square. So 4 by 3 into 4 becomes 16 by 3 minus 1. So now take the LCM and get the answer. So 4 into 3, 3 into 5, 12, 3 into 4, 4 into 16, 64, minus, now this is 1 divided by 1, so 12. So can I say this answer is nothing but 15 minus 12 is how much? 3. 3 plus 64 is 67 divided by 12. So can we say that the answer is 67 by 12? Okay, let me check the question once again. It says 5 cos square 60 plus 4 sec square 30. Okay, minus tan square 45 divided by sin square 30 plus cos square 30. And let me check finally, have we done it correctly? This is correct because we have just used this identity. After that, we were just supposed to write it like this. Then we substituted the values. Cos 60 is 1 by 2, 1 by 2 whole square is 1 by 4. Sec 30 is, if I know the value of cos 30, which is root 3 by 2, just the reciprocal of that is 2 by root 3. Now 2 by root 3 whole square is 4 by 3 into 4 is 16 by 3 minus 1. Then we took the LCM. 4 into 3, 3 into 5 is 12, 3 into 4, 4 into 16 is 64, 1 into 12 and minus 12. So 15 minus 12 gives me 3, 3 plus 64 gives me 67 divided by 12. So the final answer comes out to be 67 by 12. So finally, a quick check of all the answers. The answer to question number 1 is 1. I mean the sub part 1 is 1. Sub part 2 is 2. Sub part 3, when you rationalize the denominator, finally you get the answer as 3 root 2 minus root 6 divided by 8. Fourth, sub part 4, the answer is 43 minus 24 root 3 divided by 11. Fifth, the answer is 67 by 12. If you feel that this video is really informative, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. If you have already done so, click on the bell icon and select all so that you start receiving updates from us regularly. If you want us to do some videos on specific topics or difficult topics, please don't hesitate and put it in the comment section so that we can do it for you. Thank you so much. Until next we meet, goodbye.